Hi all! I'm gonna do a little short review because I have an assignment to do on KH1 and 2, and my opinion on which one was better, and also a little pissed off rant on how I don't like how all the games are spread out on like different consoles. Yeah, that pissed me off. Anyway, yeah, KH1 was like totally wicked. Like I fell in love with it. I don't know when it came out, I forgot, but I remember I started playing it around like I think it was year 8. That's when I was like, really into it. Took me until recently to finish it, and this is because I don't like the endings of things. I like to prolong things like games, animes, mangas, like film series, like for instance the Harry Potter movies. I haven't finished them, so to me I haven't finished them, and I like it that way, so it hasn't technically finished for me. And so that's what I did for KH1. Okay, it's pretty miserable and sad of me. You can view it that way, but I think that by delaying it and taking my time to finish it, for one thing, it let me beat the boss really easily because I was over leveled, and the other thing is that I don't know, like it grew on me. So when I see cutscenes and whatnot, like I get really attached to them because it's been with me for that long. That journey for me was like long. Like I don't know how long it took for Sora in the game. Like if you think of it realistically, I don't know how long that would take. I think that would take quite a few years, but I'm pretty sure it happened between like a year or so, and I guess I had a longer journey than him playing the game. But yeah, it was really satisfying, like getting to the point. Like I loved it. I loved KH. I loved how Square Enix joined up with, or Squaresoft joined up with Disney for this, and it's just, it was great to see the Disney characters and the Final Fantasy characters interact. That was a really nice, sweet thing to see, and you wouldn't see that happening until this game was released, until this game came out, until this game was created. And so that's a really cute thing. It's like in addition to it, the fact that they're interacting and they're so like they're so cute together. I don't know, like especially Winnie the Pooh's world. I love that the most because like it's like all these little worlds, it's like things that we grew up with, like I don't know, like kids in the 90s and whatnot, like we grew up with that, and it's just really cute to see them interact with. Also like Final Fantasy, I grew up with that, so it's just two things that they suddenly combine. And so I couldn't finish that straight away. Like I totally had to delay that and prolong my journey because it was satisfying at the end to have to have patience and to go through it like it was my own journey. And when I finished it, it was like I finished my own journey, which of course led to like KH2. And honestly, I had high expectations of KH2 because I thought that KH1 was like magnificent. So I figured that KH2 was not going to measure up or not be different, or maybe be a bit too I don't know what's the word, but I just expected a lot because I figured that KH1 was like so good. So good. I didn't know how it was going to get better in KH2. I expected it to be much worse. But when I played it, like, oh my god, I was like first of all, I was like crying. Don't know why, but several scenes, like for instance, the whole concept of like Roxas and how he was just like a vessel for like storing Sora's memories, and then he's actually just a nobody, and Axel searching for him, and then Sora coming back and then leaving Twilight Town, and like having to leave his friends behind, and yet like Sora grew attached to him even though Sora doesn't necessarily know them, and they wanted to to see him off at the station, and they said bye, and yeah, that was really touching, and how he cried on the train, and he was wondering why he was so sad. I like grew really attached to that, and I felt really sad. Aside from like the emotional things, yeah, I'm such a girl, I mean, but that's the kind of thing that attracts me. The battle, I was expecting a lot as well, but the battle was like very good. It was very good. Like, you know, like the combos were hell sicker. You know, like, the combos, they lasted longer, and like, you know, honestly, I think it was much easier than KH1. I know a lot of people say that, and initially I thought it was much harder when I was versing the nobodies. But once we started versing Heartless again, you know, like, familiar enemies, I just went back, you know, into like loving mode, and I totally loved it. And it was totally easy, and like it just like it makes things so much easier, because like he has like all these combos, and it just makes your life so much easier, because all you have to do is press X, and like he basically just does all this swinging technique, and it's like automatic, and it takes some time. So yeah, essentially KH2 is like cinch. Yeah, overall I think that the best one for me would be KH2. I really loved it, simply because the combos were much better, and I don't know, you just get to know more and more, and that's the best thing. You get to know more about the storyline, and you get to like go to Disney Castle, which I was begging to go to. Like during KH1, I was always like, oh, you know, I hope that they suddenly let us go to Disney Castle to visit, like, you know, everyone, and you know, that was great, and it was nice to see Pluto, and it was like, especially going to Timeless River, I felt like it was great, like, because it was like me and my mom used to play those games, because she's a young mom, and like we used to play those black and white Mickey Mouse games together, me, my mom, and my dad, when I was little. So, you know, going back there and literally like walking around brought back a lot of memories, and I really liked it. It was cool. So yeah, KH, I recommend it, and yeah, all the best luck in finding Ansem and versing millions of Heartless and nobodies. It's actually quite sad that we have to verse them, because there are nobodies, but yes, happy gaming.